Perfect shift. Perfect shift again. Alright guys, today we're out here with the Panigale V2. In my attempt to quiet this damn thing down, we're going to put the baffles in there and see how they work out. I know it's sacrilegious almost to do this, but listen, I think this thing's getting too much air in the pipes. This pipe that VanDemon sells for the V2 isn't actually for a V2. That pipe, that down pipe coming out of that cylinder head is massive. A lot of air going through here. It's not tuned right. I feel like I'm actually losing a little bit of power because it's so opened up now. And so we're gonna try the baffles. That's when I talked to VanDemon, they said go ahead and put those in. You don't even have to change the mapping. See how it runs. If you don't like it, take them out. Worst comes to worst, guys, I might get these pipes all the way up to this pipe here, remade, custom made, to be a little bit smaller, because this is for an $11.99, I believe. I don't know, we'll see. That's just a thing that I heard from Ducati, that, you know, the guy over there was saying about how this exhaust isn't for this bike, it's too big, blah blah blah, that's why it's bogging out. I don't think it's that. I think it's more the up map. But I am going to try the baffles. I want to see how it sounds and just see how it runs. So I'm going to do this quick. Shouldn't be super easy, hard. Just take these out, pull this off, and then I can go ahead, slip the baffles in, put it back together. It should take me like 15 minutes. Then we'll go for a quick rip and see how it sounds and feels. All right, guys, I got both DB killers inside there now. So let's get this cover off, get the tools back, get my gear on real quick, and go for a quick spin. So let's get on this thing, see what we can do. I don't think it sounds much different than it did with the DB killers out, but I want to see how the power is, if that's the same, if it's bogging, if it's doing the same kind of deal, and we'll see. I'm not super happy with the way that they go in there, but it is what it is. Let's get this thing started up, and we shall see. What's up, brother? A little trouble there, no? That didn't sound awesome. This bike is so light now. You have no idea how much weight that you save when you do an exhaust. And I don't know, it does seem a little bit quieter. Just a little. Maybe. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell right now. Let's see how much gas I got. No gas gauge on this, but alright, I got half a tank. Well, we shall see. Let's hit the road here. 106. It's not bad. Ooh, I don't know, guys. It does still pop, just not as much. First gear feels a million times better. That is really interesting. This is interesting. Actually, let me, you can hear the engine now. Like, you could not hear the engine before. Like, before, the exhaust was so different. Like, I actually kind of like it now. They're really pretty. Oh wow, I actually really like this. It feels way different. Way different. We gotta get this on the highway. I thought it was gonna like dramatically change the sound of this motorcycle, but it doesn't. It feels like snappy now, like it did when I first got it on. Man, I think Greg Mooney over at Ducati of Austin may have been right. Maybe it was just too much air and you got to restrict it a little bit from coming out. And I think he might be on point because I can really feel it in first gear. Oh my God, yeah. Wow. Whoa. Way different, dude. This thing want to come up in the air. Holy smokes. Alright, alright. And we still got the crackles and pops. Just not as much. Like, not as poppy and loud. And that's not always a bad thing. It sounds like it should, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, before it just sounded like ridiculous. This sounds clean. Like, this sounds really, really clean now. Yeah, we're gonna hit the highway. Yeah, boy. I don't know, guys. It is really, really, like, honestly, like, you guys are probably thinking I'm overplaying this a little, but it feels way better. Oh my God, because you can actually hear now the engine. Like before, or not the engine, like the air intake. Before you couldn't really hear that at all. It was just like the sound of the exhaust just always took it over. I don't think it's really that bad now at this point. Like, I think I might have overstepped my knowledge of bikes a little bit, because I don't think the sprocket and chain are really necessarily bad. This thing still pops, but just it's a cleaner pop now. God, woo! Oh my goodness, I wasn't even tapping on this thing. Oh, look at this view, y'all. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. Let's see what we can do out here. Have a little fun in the sunset. Oh my God, guys, it feels so good. I can't believe how freaking good this bike feels now. I was actually really starting to be a little concerned with it, to be honest with you. But I knew that the DB killers would probably make a little bit of a difference, if not a big one. Clear some of this traffic. Probably on the way back is going to be where I can really tap it. But man, it feels really good, guys. I'm really, really happy with it now. Like, I was really, really actually worried about it. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm like, man, this exhaust is too much for this bike. It's not the right size downpipe. This bike is so much fucking fun. Holy shit. Oh, I love my new cheek pads. My new cheek pads feel so good. The helmet doesn't move no longer in my head. Oh my god, look at this sky though too. Isn't this the perfect ride? This is what life's all about. Right here. And this... Oh, let me get on the road maybe. My goodness. Alright. Perfect shift. Perfect shift again. It's way faster, guys. Way faster. Oh my god, it just clicks. It just kicks into gear. I don't know if this is... Oh. But there's too much headwind, guys. Too much headwind today, but man, this thing feels fucking amazing now. Like, it feels so smooth, like a rocket now with the DB killers in. So much different. If you have the VanDemon wheel barrel on your Ducati Panigale V2, it's a must. Absolutely have to put the DB killers in on this bike. We're gonna head home back home now. We just wanted to take a quick little rip after being in the house for a couple of days. Woo! My god, I love it. I love this bike. And even my shifts feel smoother. I don't know. The bike feels really good. The bike feels really good now. Yeah, I was starting to get a little worried, guys. But it feels good. It sounds way better too, I think. Especially on these top. Like, having a loud bike is fun. But this is loud. Believe me, this thing's still fucking loud. But it doesn't have like that really over aggressive, loud, rumbling kind of grogginess to it. Because it was too much air. There's too much air for this bike. Sounds like a goddamn, sounds like it's supposed to sound. I don't know, man, like going through like first, second, and third gear on that on-ramp there, this thing is a monster. It just, like before, I was really having a hard time getting through those lower gears. And by hard time, I mean like, you know, it's pretty quick, but it just wasn't like, it wasn't as snappy. Like I could, right now I could do a wheelie. If I drop the clutch down in the second gear and slap this thing back, I'm gonna go straight up in the air. Like, I really feel like it wouldn't really necessarily do that. Do I have an race mode too? Yes, I do. So yeah, man, I love it now. Oh my god, yes. This bike is sick. Like, I mean, I just don't know any other ways to tell. Like, everybody's like some guy said in the comments, they're like, oh, it's only the V2, because somebody said, you have my dream bike. And the guy's like, oh, it's just a V2. What's the big deal? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, are you serious? You're serious? It's just a V2. Stoppy. Boop. Yeah, it's just a V2. No biggie. Come on, bro. This bike is absolutely sickening. And that was terrifying, by the way, but also really fun at the same time. 66. What's up, little man? I just created a biker. There's one thing about this Panigale that, you
you need to know. Well, most of these street bikes like this, but it likes to be high in the RPMs, this thing does. I personally think this thing sounds a million times better. It is just, I don't know if it only lowered the decimal by, I think it's 08 or 108 decimal whatever with the dB killers out, and it was 102 with them in. But beyond the noise, the back pressure from with these in, you're getting more back pressure, so that's why it equals more horsepower. And boy, you can really feel it. I'm gonna go down, there's a straight here I'm gonna hit, and then we're gonna call it here. Actually, maybe I could just go straight down this road and hit it on the way back. Alright, let's see if we can see a flame shoot out this thing. I'm doubting probably not, but we're gonna try it anyway. Because it's still a little bit too late. Early. Oh, it's gonna rain. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dudes. I saw it already shoot a flame out. It sounds a million times better. Holy shit, dudes. I can't believe how good this thing sounds. Hell yeah. I love it. Oh my god, it sounds so freaking good. It sounds so good with the dB killers. Alright, let's put the seatbelt on. I want to learn how to do a burnout and a wheelie. Those are two things I want to learn how to do. Life goals, baby. Oh, I love this bike life. You guys have no idea. Or maybe you do. If you're watching, you probably do. But if you're not, if you don't know, you need to find out, because this bike life is amazing. Oh yeah, that second gear is fine. She's fine. God damn, dude. Holy Jesus Christ, guys. Oh boy. Slippery. Yeah, this is a lot of dirt and sand and shit on this road, this part of the road here. Let it go chilly, baby. Oh my god, it feels so freaking good. I was trying to avoid that wet spot like I am now. Wow, it feels so smooth. You're seeing nothing but flames shoot out of that pipe when it's downshifting and popping like that. It's pretty sick. You guys are gonna get a really cool 360 camera shot soon. Oh, it's so sick. Stoppy. Oh, not quite. I want to learn how to do a wheelie. Like, I really do. Oh, I don't like this intersection. this feels absolutely amazing, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Again, please give it a like. If you want any gear, shop at Raven Moto. Down below, use my discount code Hardcity. That gets you freaking 10% off anything in Raven Moto. And they got the sickest gear in the game. I'm really happy with the DB killers. They sound amazing in there. The bike runs like it should now. It doesn't bog down in the second gear like it used to, like do this kind of bog down type of deal. I feel like it's got about 5 horsepower, honestly, going through first, second, and third gear. I'm really excited to put this video out for you guys because it was snappy, man. Like, it just wanted to... I think going through that one on-ramp, I had that front wheel off the ground because I felt it come down. You might even see it in the video, and this thing was off the ground. I was pumping that thing, and it was just clicking in the gears so smooth. And it just... I guess with the mapping now and with the DB killers in there, it's getting the right back pressure now. And I think Greg Mooney has got a really good point over at Ducati of Austin. I think VanDemon didn't make a different pipe for this exhaust for this bike. They didn't remake a pipe. They're just selling you a pipe from an 1199 or a 958 or whatever, and saying, "Oh, put it on the V2." But he's right. This motor is not as big as those ones, and these pipes, the down pipes that come out of the cylinder heads are massive. They're pretty big, but at the same time, this motor wants to breathe. It wants all that air to get out, so it's not going to really necessarily hurt it to put these bigger pipes on it, but you need to dial in the tune right, and I think that's where this was messing up. You know, the tune isn't dialed in for this size diameter pipe, so we got to get that dialed in. I'm probably going to get a custom tune, custom dyno. That's going to cost me some money, but I think that's really the only way to go. But as a temporary caution, and you know, kind of just me thinking and being a mechanic and engineering and all the kinds of things I'm into, the DB killers are going to help almost all of that. You know, putting the DB killers in, I mean, you're restricting all that pressure, but I'm still getting the loud pops. I'm still getting the flame. The bike doesn't really sound any different other than now I can hear the intake. It just sounds really good, and it feels good. It's smooth. It's fast. I really like it. We're still going to go get it tuned and all that, but as of right now, I cannot believe that nobody on YouTube's talking about this exhaust on this bike with the DB killers. If you have a VanDemon on your Panigale V2, I promise you, put those DB killers in. It makes a world of a difference. You're not going to lose noise, loud pipes. This freaking thing is so loud. It's the loudest bike in Austin, for sure. And, you know, it's just, you know, my boy always, oh, my R1's louder. Maybe, whatever. But this thing is freaking sick. I definitely got the nicest V2 in Austin. And, you know, maybe even Texas. I don't know. Maybe even United States. Maybe in the world. No. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. It was a joy to make this video. I just kind of did it on a spur of the moment. I was really trying to quiet the bike down a little bit, but then, you know, obviously that didn't work. But the horsepower, I think it's got 5 horsepower extra now from that. And now we have a because I thought the chain was, you know, the chain's got a tight spot. The sprockets probably needs to be replaced with the chain, but I didn't need to go get super light Ducabike parts and all, you know, I got literally, guys, the whole sprocket assembly is going to be changed. This is all going to be black. The gold chain, it's going to look sick. So we're going to do that project next week. That'll give me 0 wheel resistance. Like right now, you'll spin the wheel, you get some resistance. This, you should have none. It'll just go. So that's what we got. Like, share, subscribe. Shop down in the links below to get yourself some gear. Raven Moto. That gives you 10% off if you use my discount code Hardcity, all caps. 10% off Raven Moto. These are the gloves I wear from them all the time. I love these gloves. And you guys see me switch out Raven stuff all the time, but use all those links. And go use the links, use the discount codes, and that will help out the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.